Hardwood Avies leads 1-0 off a goal by Ali Matter. 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Here Mabor, a perfect 4-for-4, and a slam dunk from Harney. Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitchell's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Traber down the end zone for the touchdown. And it's 7-6. Skyhawks are on the board. 41-37, 4:25 to go. Here is the Kitchen Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. 5:07 and counting. In the shotgun, looking to pass, near side, going for Jamal Spy, and he got it! A 24-yard touchdown connection from Clemens to Spy. Brings up Kenzie McKinnon and puts your outfielders in left and left center, because that one's going to left field, and that's gone! That is a two-run shot for Kenzie McKinnon. And it's 3-0 Central Cass as the Squirrels will come out to home plate and wait for McKinnon to come across home. That one was gone the moment it hit the bat. Shot from the point, Bree Adams lowering hard, and it's in! Off the stick of Sydney Kamstrup, and the Cougars are on the board. Dahl will drop back to pass again. This one's over the middle and intercepted by Gunnar Broughton at the 40, at the 30, at the 25-20, and he has a man to beat. Cuts inside, 10-5, touchdown, Gunnar Broughton on the pick six, and the Vikings now lead 35-0.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only of the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, and we do want to thank those who text us, and let's turn this down a little bit here. And we do apologize for the sound issue there. It was a simple click of the button that we forgot to click, and I totally apologize for that. And I'm glad that the sound is on now. So thanks once again for those who texted in and informed us of that. That's the reason why we have that phone number up there, just in case there is an issue. We can hopefully be made aware of it by our viewers, and we certainly appreciate that. So 19-5, no scoring here until just now. That was Mason Balmy with the basket for Oak Grove, and it's 19-7. Three is on the way, a little bit short. Goes out of bounds, and into the paint. Shot is up and in. Once again, we want to thank the couple of viewers that texted us on our number there. Let us know about the audio issues. There's a Slight delay, so when I got your message, it took a little bit longer for you to hear it on your end due to that slight delay, but promise you it'll be there for the rest of the game. At the free throw line right now is Noah Swenson. Let me look at the roster. I can't read my own writing here. It is Swenson. Okay, I'm going to write that in here so I can read my own writing. So a couple of free throws there makes it 19-9 now. And whoops, wrong way. Three on the way. Looks good out of his hand, but a little bit too strong. And then a rebound underneath, up and in. That is Jaden Brown with the basket. That shot was partially blocked there by, I believe that's Carter Giddens. Wide open for three. On the way, a little too strong. Rebound bounced around. Oak Grove will pick it up, come back the other way. And now that'll be a reach-in foul. Oh, that's a carry. Okay. Looked like a possible reach-in there on Giddens, but they called a carry on Oak Grove. And so 21-9 with 10 minutes to go. So since our audio was not on earlier, I will share this with you once again. It's a combination of both North Dakota and Minnesota rules. Minnesota plays 2 halves of basketball. North Dakota plays let's try that again. Minnesota 2 halves with no shot clock. North Dakota 4 quarters with a shot clock. So we're playing 2 halves with a shot clock. Also, the North Dakota mercy rule is in effect as well. And if either team has a 30-point lead with 9 minutes to go in the second half, then we'll have a running clock for the remainder of the game that'll only stop for free throws, timeouts, and injuries.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sunrise Mountain Mustangs is located in Peoria, Arizona. Their school opened in the 1996-97 school year.
So we have a timeout on the floor here. We'll take a look at some of our text messages. Don't have any names, but I see a lot of you from the Peoria, Arizona area are indeed watching, and we certainly appreciate that. And we, got distracted by that other message there. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. We're glad that we could get it on. You actually have Brent Wolf, the activities director here at Oak Grove High School, for making that happen. He emailed me yesterday, said, hey, what are you doing today? I was like, nothing. We got nothing on the schedule. It's like, well, we got some games for you, so come on out. So he said, sure, and that's why we're here. We'll have all the games. We'll have the Sunrise Mountain versus St. Peter game tomorrow at 2 p.m. That'll be live on our network, and then we'll be here on Monday for I believe it's St. Peter versus Hawley game. That's a 3 from Card. That's a little short. .9:13 counting to go now here in the first half of play. I'm already getting ahead of myself a little bit. Once again, the Sunrise Mountain Mustangs in the white jerseys. The Oak Grove Grovers in the red maroonish jerseys. We've had one-handed slam, and we had an alley-oop earlier here in this first half for Sunrise Mountain. We've seen a few alley-oops on the ND Sports Channel this year with our coverage of Fargo Davies. Certainly exciting to see a new team, and Sunrise Mountain Mustangs are the 107th team that we have covered here on our network. And then the St. Peter Saints from the first game was our 106th team that we had covered. Once again, for the fans of those two teams, playlists will be available on our website, so you can click either by sport or by your team. Noah Swenson puts it in here for Oak Grove to make it 21-11. That's a 10-point lead here. These games are available for a 24/7 replay on our website within about 15-20 minutes usually after the conclusion of the live broadcast. Corner 3 on the way, rattles in and out. Rebound comes down into the hands of Aiden Blaylock, who had the one-handed slam earlier in this half. 3 on the way. That one off the side of the rim. It'll be saved into the hands of Mason Martinson for the Grovers. Baseline jumper from Card is up and in. So the Grovers sticking around. They work the ball into the corner here. The Mustangs got around the defender, drives the baseline, puts it up and in. A little off the mark there. Want to say hi to, I want to say a friend, maybe, I'm not going to say it. We're going to say a friend who says that Noah Swenson is a stud for the Oak Grove Grovers. Had a little heart eyes emoji next to it. So take that for what it's worth. We'll put it that way. Want to say hi to Lauren from Peoria. Go Mustangs. Thanks, Lauren, for watching. We certainly appreciate that. Here's a baseline jumper, a little bit too strong out of the hands there, Swenson. Mustangs will work it back up court. A baseline jumper from that far side. That was out of the hands of, let's check the roster here, Colin Carey. Make sure he put the points on the right side. 25-13, a 12-point lead for the Mustangs. Grovers work it down low, and a traveling call on Noah Swenson. And I appreciate the clarification there from the Oak Grove Grovers fan. It was the cousin of Noah Swenson. 42 on the floor, number 1 in their hearts, is what they said. 6:07 and counting to go here. Driving the baseline is Chase Pavy. If I'm saying that incorrectly, please correct me with the phonetic spelling, and I'll be more than happy to say it correctly from here on out. That comes a little bit short. Falls into the hands of Eddie Ekpo, I believe is how I remember the PA announcer saying it earlier. I did not get a chance to check names before the game as I was getting set between the last game and this game, and I do apologize. Normally I take pride in making sure I get those names right, but I honestly just did not get an opportunity to do that between games. So, Pavy, thank you very much. I will write that down phonetically and make sure I get it right. Free throw up and in, 29-13. And that one's up and in as well. So 2 of 3. Ekpo is right. Sweet. I love it. Once again, a slight delay. And that one missed. So he made 2 of 3. And it's 30-13. Swenson with the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Taylor, quickly down to the other end now. Out for a 3, and it's on the way, and off the front of the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Mason Balmy for the Grovers, and the Grovers will work it quickly into the corner for a 3. Off the back iron, pops out to the top of the key where it's picked up there by Ekbo. Oh, it went for the alley-oop and didn't quite make the connection there, but it was a nice looking attempt, and A for effort on that one. That would have been the second one of the game. I'm not sure if I'm saying the town right. It's Demock, South Dakota. You'd think I'd know that one since I'm close to South Dakota, but I don't know. But a Grover fan watching from South Dakota tonight on the farm. And the free throws are up and in. 2 more for the Grovers, and the lead is cut in half at 30-15. Shot is up and in, out of the hands of Mayer. Near side, it's Jake Lang. Works it back up top now. And Balmy works it inside. And Swenson puts it up and in for the Grovers, 32-17. 4:21 and counting to go here in the first half of play. He was wide open. The pass inside was tipped out of bounds by Mason Martinson. I'll stop the clock with 4:10 to go here. Need to catch up on our team fouls. I apologize for that. Catch and shoot. Missed the mark there. 32-17. Foul 7-4. And that is now all correct. So Kyle Card will bring it up and over the timeline here with 4 minutes to go. Bounce pass into the hands of Martinson. Martinson gives it back to Card. Card stops at the high post. Passes it out. Martinson for 3. He got it! Nice shot there by Martinson to pull the Grovers within 15, and it's 35-17. Another 3 on the way. 30. Oh, we put that on the wrong side. That's why the scoreboard wasn't working. 32-20 is what it should say. Sometimes those points get put on the wrong side by a mistake, and we apologize for that. And one! Swenson's going to go to the line to try the old-fashioned three-point play. So once again, we need to make an adjustment here. There we go. Now the adjustment is correct. It's a 10-point game with 3:19 to go here in the first half. Dimuk, South Dakota. Thank you for that clarification. Free throw was up and in by Swenson. And that pulls the Mustang lead down to single digits. Mid-post, little jump shot there, up and in. Jaden Brown, 2 more. Card looked like he thought about it, and now another long 3 is on the way, and that one will bounce off the rim. Rebound comes down into the hands of Canale. Little spin move there, and the shot's up and in. Nice job there by Tanner Mayer for the bucket. Long 3 on the way. That one's in. Nothing but net there. Chase Pavey with the triple. And a 3 back the other way. Responds well for Oak Grove. They want to stay in this one, and they are doing a good job of that, trailing a little bit here, down by 13, but certainly making things interesting here. Once again, based upon my research, I don't have a win-loss record for the Mustangs, but I do know that they are rated in the top 5 in the state of Arizona, so that's pretty impressive there. And well, from what I've seen so far tonight from the Mustangs, I would not disagree with that at all. They're a really good basketball team here, and Oak Grove is playing them very well up to this point. (41-26) as Kyle Card will bring it up and over the timeline with 1:33 to go here in the first half of play. Ball's tipped around, and on the far side we have a foul. I believe the foul is on Blaylock. Mustangs are 11-2, 11 wins, 2 losses coming into tonight's game against the Grovers. Thank you for that information. Certainly appreciate that. That came from the Blaylock family watching in Peoria. I got another text message saying they were 8-0, so I'm not sure if one of that's like an overall record or one's a conference record, but I'm just going on the information that I'm getting from the Mustang fans here, and we certainly appreciate that information coming into us here. That will be tipped in by Jaden Brown. That's 2 more. 43-28 now as the Grovers come back. Work the ball into the corner, now driving baseline towards the hoop. Outside, catch and shoot 3, on the way and in, out of the hands of Connor Aschke. And a 2 back the other way, and answer. Colin Carey with the bucket. (45-31) with 31 seconds to go. Card will draw the foul. That'll stop the clock with 32.4 seconds to go. Okay, so that 11-2 includes preseason, 9-0 in conference play for the Mustangs. Free throw is good to make it 45-32 and cut the lead down to 13. We'll see if we can get it to 12 here on this free throw. And he does. So once again, in North Dakota basketball and Minnesota, we stopped keeping track at 10 fouls when it comes to team fouls. So just an FYI on that. They do keep track of individual fouls, but 10 is the limit. Add 2 more for the Mustangs there, 47-33. 2 seconds to go at the buzzer. In! And that brings us to halftime. Your score, the Mustangs of Sunrise Mountain 47 and the Grovers of Oak Grove in North Fargo 35. We'll add up some numbers and come back with your halftime stats right after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
The Magnitude Sports Media Network is all about bringing your team home when they're on the road and bringing your team to your friends, fans, and family who are on the road. Does your team have a huge road game coming up on the schedule that your fans aren't able to attend? Does your family live in a different part of the country? Consider sponsoring your team. We can show you who's watching the game, the age group, the actual number of viewers, so team up with us to bring your team back to your home television when they're on the road playing. Visit our website, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843.
This is Michael Hall, a senior at Kindred High School and the 2018-19 North Dakota High School Activities Association Distinguished Student. While the scoreboard reveals the winner of a high school athletic contest, the real winners are those that display good sportsmanship. We need those people who treat competition as a game and not a war. People who show genuine concern for an injured player and those who accept all decisions of the game officials. Remember to be a good sport and a good citizen when you attend a high school game.
Subscribe to Magnitude Sports on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search for Magnitude Sports, click on subscribe, click on the bell, and select your alert preference of all, personalized, or none. By selecting all, you'll be notified to every live broadcast and video upload we make. Selecting personalized will notify you only to the games and videos most likely to interest you, and selecting none will help us out by becoming a subscriber but avoid unnecessary mobile and email notifications. Direct link is youtube.com/ndsportschannel/live. Thanks for subscribing to Magnitude Sports on YouTube.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Did you miss any or all of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Over 90% of the games on the Magnitude Sports Media Network are available on demand on our website within a couple hours, so you can watch the game anytime. You can also take advantage of the DVR feature, which puts instant replay instantly into your hands. You can watch a delayed version of this live broadcast, rewatch a big play or score, and then at any time, return to live action simply by clicking live. Now you don't have to miss your son's game-winning goal or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. I've done radio and video play-by-play since January 25th, 2016, and it is amazing how many big plays have been missed because the station was still on a commercial break. Our goal is to never miss any of the action, and that's why we have the game video in every advertisement and promo that you see on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The game will always be the priority, so you'll never miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's critical three-pointer to take the lead late in the basketball game. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel at Magnitude Sports Media Network station.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843.
Since October 17th, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give your advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Download Game Time today.
All right, welcome back. At halftime here, it's 47-35 with the Mustangs of Sunrise Mountain with a 12-point lead over the home team, Oak Grove Grovers, as the two teams come back out onto the court now with the Mustangs warming up here on the near side of your camera and the far side of the gym there, the Oak Grove Grovers. Leading the way for the Mustangs is Tanner Mayer with 12 points, 10 apiece for Jaden Brown and Colin Curry. And then 7 for Aiden Blaylock, including a one-handed jam. Braden Roth had 2 points, and I'm missing a couple buckets here. We'll see if we can get those updated as they do keep track of the scores. If not, I'll have to go down to the scores table and check that out. Noah Swenson leading the way for Oak Grove. He has 18 of the team's 35 points. Other scorers include 6 for Cody Card. 3 for Mason Martinson. Let's see here. 3 also for Jake Lang and 2 for Mason Balmy. And once again, leading the way for the Grovers is Noah Swenson with 18 points of the team's 35. Grover sticking around here against a very good Mustangs team. We'll see if any adjustments can be made by either Oak Grove to get closer or the Mustangs to separate a little bit more here. And we'll take we'll just keep it right here. I want to thank our sponsor, Game Time, as well as the activities director here at Oak Grove High School, Brent Wolf, for allowing us the opportunity to come out here and broadcast these games. We'll have all but one for sure. We might have to miss one tomorrow between Oak Grove and Hawley due to a previous commitment we have with a Fargo Davies basketball game. So just an FYI on that. We'll have to make a game time decision on that tomorrow as we get ready for the second half here. three on the way, and that's a good way to start the second half of play. Out of the hands there of Colin Carey. That one won't go, and Carey will get the rebound. Another three on the way, in and out. Rebounds grabbed there by Mason Balmy. I want to thank all those, both the Grover fans as well as the Mustang fans texting in. Certainly appreciate that. I will try and say hi to all of you, but I honestly have not gotten that many texts from people before during the game. So in order to continue to broadcast the game effectively, I may miss one or two of you, but don't take it the wrong way. I certainly appreciate everyone texting in. I think I got back to everybody at halftime. Free throw line jumper up and in, out of the hands of Brandon Taylor. Two more for the Mustangs, and it's 52-35. And a long three. It looked like it had enough arc on it, but bounced off the rim into the hands of Jaden Brown. Quick move inside, and that one will circle around and drop in for Jaden Brown. Rebound by Taylor at the other end. Quick pass down low here and a whistle. Two shots going to the line will be Aiden Blaylock.
Number 42, Noah Swenson. His first team foul on the Rovers in the second half. At the free throw line, shooting two for the Mustangs, number 22, Aiden Blaylock.
19-point lead here for the Mustangs. Blaylock will shoot two, and the first one is off the front of the rim, no good. And the second one's up and in. So it's a 20-point lead now for the Mustangs. Grovers will try and chip away at that there with Kyle Card, and usually that's a shot that he makes. Seen him play for a couple years now, but that one did not drop in. He's a very talented player, and well, speaking of talented players, so is Aiden Blaylock laying it in. And now we have a timeout on the floor. 57-35, 16:22 to go. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel. Hi, this is Mike with the Magnitude Sports Media Network. I've done radio and video play-by-play since January 25th, 2016, and it is amazing how many big plays have been missed because the station was still on a commercial break. Our goal is to never miss any of the action, and that's why we have the game video in every advertisement and promo that you see on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. The game will always be the priority, so you'll never miss your son's 80-yard kick return for a touchdown or your daughter's critical three-pointer to take the lead late in the basketball game. Thanks for watching the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Once again, several of you texted in from the Peoria, Arizona area, and we certainly appreciate you watching the game tonight. And we appreciate you texting in and saying hi, too. That is absolutely awesome. Wish both the teams the best of luck in here, and hopefully they stay injury-free during this contest and during this tournament. There's a nice shot there from Tanner Mayer, and that gives him 14 on the night. 59-35 the score with 15:47 and counting to go here in the half, and that one will go over the head of Jake Lang out of bounds and back to the Mustangs. And another timeout on the floor, so we'll take a timeout with them. We're back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 59-35 with 15:44 to go here, and the Mustangs will have the ball. Toss in from that far sideline. Work it into the corner here, and long two off the front of the rim, no good. Swenson will pull down the rebound. He'll take it back down to the other end of the court, all the way to the hoop, and it rolls around and out. Rebound comes back to the Mustangs. Unlucky break there for Oak Grove, and quickly a one-handed slam. It is Aiden Blaylock with the dunk. That's his second dunk of the game. And Blaylock, had he not gotten bumped there, may have had an opportunity for a third dunk of the game. And Chris Welsh's grandparents are watching from Sun City, Arizona. Thank you so much for texting in. Appreciate that. That bucket's up and in. Swenson has 20 points now for Oak Grove. And a whistle and a traveling call. Normally keep track of turnovers, but my camera person was sick today, so I have to do everything. And I don't keep the normal amount of stats that I normally do, but if I have to pull it off memory, that's the first turnover of maybe the second turnover of the second half here for the Mustangs. They've played a pretty clean game when it comes to turnovers. Corner three on the way and in. Wow, what a shot. 64-37 now. Both teams have one team foul here in the second half. So get that adjusted. Work it inside for Swenson. He'll go to the hoop and draw contact on a foul. Make a trip to the free throw line.
Falls in charge to Sunrise Hawks, number 32, Jaden Brown, his second personal. Second team foul on the Mustangs. For the Gophers at the free throw line, shooting two, number 42, Noah Swenson.
And Swenson will bury the second one as well, 64-39. Triggering the inbounds pass there will be Brandon Taylor. Taylor will get it back. Being pressured in the backcourt there by Mason Martinson. As Taylor brings it up and over the timeline here with 13:45 to go in the second half. Swing it out top, and he got his defender off of him, but the basket wouldn't go in. An offensive rebound off the glass, up and in by Jaden Brown. 66-39, 13:27 and counting to go. Ooh, I looked down for a split second. I thought that might have been over and back, but not called. Three on the way. Jake Lang with the triple. 66-42. What a move there by Eddie Ekpo. Basket's good, and he'll go to the line to try and get one more.
First personal, second team foul. In the game for Sunrise Hawks, number 10. Rick Canal, number 20, Chase Katie. Second medium throw, number 52, Josiah Beats. And then pull up at the throw line, shooting one for Sunrise Hawks.
Off the front of the rim, won't go. Grovers pull down the rebound. Kyle Card will bring it up and over the timeline here with 12:57 counting to go. Card looking for a pass down low into the baseline. The shot rolls off the back of the rim. Pulled down there on the rebound That is Carey, excuse me.
Falls on charge goal number 32, Ian McKinney, his third personal, third team foul.
So it'll be an inbound pass from that far sideline there into the backcourt, into the hands there of Canali. And that one was poked away, but maintaining possession is Carey. He'll get it back to Ekpo. And now on the baseline, the shot is up. Rebound tipped around. There's a whistle and a foul. Foul goes on Oak Grove. That's their fourth team foul. Baseline pass from directly below here. I'm surprised the camera was able to go down that far, to be honest with you. Three on the way. A little strong on that one, and it's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Mustang basketball. I'll stop the clock with 12:14 to go. A 26-point lead here. Once again, if the Mustangs get a 30-point or higher lead in the next 3 minutes, then we'll have running time here for the remainder of the second half. Running clock via the North Dakota Mercy rule will only stop for free throws, timeouts, and should any injuries occur, the clock would stop for that as well. Of course, we hope that is not a reason that the clock would stop, but that is in the official rule book. So now you know. So once again, if the Mustangs can score about, let's see here, 4 more points, I'd put them at 72-42, given that 32-point lead, and then if they can maintain that by the time we hit the 9-minute mark, then the running clock would go into effect. Canali with the bucket. Chasing it down there is Ashke. Ooh, he may have gotten away with a travel there. He might have stuck on his pivot foot. Not 100% sure. Now a wrestling match for the ball. Pumps it out into the corner for Ashke. Ashke back out, Kyle Card. Card being guarded there by Pavey. And that shot is up no good. Rebound comes down to Carey. Back the other way quickly here. It's Ekpo, and now there's a whistle away from the ball. I didn't see what happened there, but it's a foul on Oak Grove apparently. A technical foul has now been assessed. So a technical foul to Cody Card will put Canali at the free throw line. So they get 2 shots and the ball back. Missed the first one. And there's one more. 29-point lead. 11:26 to go. Team foul 6-3. Mustang coach calling for the Tiger play, whatever that one is, and it must have been a drive to the hoop and get a foul on a bucket. Canali with 7 points with that last bucket. Chance to make it 8. And he does. 74-42. It's a 32-point lead. So if Oak Grove can't chop that down to 28 or less, we'll have a running clock here in about just over 2 minutes. At that 9-minute mark. Card will shoot it for 3. Nope, off the mark there. Ekpo pull down the rebound. And a 3 on the way. Off the back iron, won't go. Rebound comes down there to Josiah Dietz. And the Grovers work it quickly back up court. Swenson, is that a travel? Yes, it is. 10:53 to go here in the second half of play. So you got Carter Giddens and Craig Stutzman, if I'm saying that correctly, into the lineup now for the Mustangs. Number 42 and 50, respectively, for those two players I just mentioned. Driving baseline, makes a move, a little bit too strong, rolls off the front of the rim. Swenson will pull down the rebound, and back the other way. The Grovers will come with 10-14 and counting to go. Swenson makes a move to the basket, draws contact, will make a move to the free throw line now.
Falls in charge for Sunrise Mountains, number 12, Kenny Ekpo, his second personal, fourth in ball. At the free throw line, shooting for the Grovers is number 40.
And I perfectly pronounced it. Stutzman from Glensdale, Arizona, watching. Got family members who said I got it right. Awesome. I love that when that happens. Swenson will knock down the free throw. 74-43 with 10-12 to go. Clock is stopped. Team fouls for Oak Grove up to 7 now. And the second free throw's in. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line for Noah Swenson. And it's a 30-point game, 74-44. Grovers will put a little bit of pressure into the backcourt here. See how the Mustangs deal with that pressure. So far, so good. Got 5 seconds to get it over the timeline, no problem. Little floater in the lane is up and in. That is Carter Giddens with the bucket. Swenson makes a move, got it and one. Swenson with 26 points now and a chance to make it 27. As Jaden Brown picks up his third personal. And that one will drop in. Took a while, but it got in there. 76-47, 9:59 and counting. So it's a 29-point lead. And it does indeed have to be 30. There's no room for any ifs or anything like that.
Number 10, Jake Lang, number 20, Mason Martinson.
So inbounds pass here for the Grovers. Goes into the hands of Jake Lang. Lang will give it up in the backcourt there for Mason Balmy. Driving towards the hoop and lays it in. Nice job there by Mason Balmy for the bucket. 76-49, 9:13 and counting to go. Work it into the corner. That is Pavey, and a quick pass through the paint. Catch and shoot 3 from the near wing. Nothing but net out of the hands of Carter Giddens. So just to clarify now, anytime within the 9-minute mark, that mercy rule can start. And they just announced it, that we will have running time for the remaining 8:49 of this half. So that'll only stop for timeouts, free throws, and if any injuries occur, then the clock would stop as well. A full timeout on the floor, 60 seconds. We've ate up about 15 seconds of that. So we'll take a 45-second break right back after this. Since October 17th, 2017, the Magnitude Sports Media Network has brought you over 550 games and a grand total of 115,000 plus viewers and listeners who have watched or listened to one of the 105 varsity, JV, or sub-varsity teams that have played in one of the 8 different sports that we have broadcasted from 40 cities and towns, including hockey, baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball, soccer, and swimming, with hopes of doing more in the future. Consider a donation or a sponsorship that'll give you advertising dollars every bang for its buck that you can expect. Visit our website for more information, msportsnet.com, or call us at 701-373-1843. Thank you for being loyal viewers and supporters for the past 2 years. All right, welcome back out of the break here. We have running time now, so they work it down low there. And that is 29 points for Noah Swenson. I want to say hi to Rafe Canale's grandma watching from Arizona. She said surprise, almost caught me off guard. I thought that was the actual name of a city, but I figured it out. Hustling underneath the hoop there, getting a couple of his own rebounds as Giddens with another bucket, and it's 81-51. Baseline jumper, 10-footer off the side of the rim, won't go. Loose ball rebound comes down, and I believe that went off the knee of Swenson out of bounds as it was Canale trying to pass it inside there to his teammate, but in hockey, that would have been a legal deflection. We'll put it that way. So the official's going to go to the scoring table. Apparently there's an issue with the shot clock. Oh, Surprise is a city. Okay, cool. So watching from Surprise, Arizona. Interesting. I learned something today. I had some uncles that lived down in the Mesa, Arizona area, so I'm familiar with a handful of cities from that state, but that was not one of them that I was familiar with, as a three comes out of the hands of Canale. And a three back the other way is a little short. Up top, wide open for three, nobody there, and he buries it. Canale with another triple. Little floater, in and out. Offensive rebound, draws the foul. That's Jake Lang who will be going to the free throw line. 7 minutes to go, so the clock will stop with that foul, sending Jake Lang to the free throw line. Lang has 6 points on the evening so far. And we need to add a couple more fouls here for the Mustangs. They're actually at 6. So one more foul by the Mustangs will put the Grovers in a 1-and-1 bonus for the remainder of the game. Mustangs already in that 1-and-1 bonus, and they'll get one of the two free throws, 87-52. Nice pass down low, and some teamwork there. Giddens will get another basket. Some unselfish passing there from the Mustangs. Very impressive to see that. Once again, Mustang fans, if you have any friends or family that were not able to watch this game live, within about 15 minutes or so after the conclusion of our broadcast, this game will be available for an on-demand replay to watch 24/7, so you don't have to give away the final score. You can just send them to our website at msportsnet.com and do click on the replay. You can find it under Games on Demand under the Games button at msportsnet.com. Two more for the Grovers, and it's 89-54. Clock continues to tick here with 6:21, 6:20, 6:19, and counting. Corner three. Off the front of the rim, won't go. Swenson pulls down the rebound, and it was nearly intercepted in the backcourt. And check that, that was actually Mason Balmy who had the rebound. And now the shot down on the far side from Josiah Dietz is up and in. 89-56. That one's swatted out of bounds there on the attempted entry pass into the paint there from, that is Chris Welsh, who had his pass swatted out of bounds. It comes right down there. Can't quite get it in camera. That's where the inbounds pass came from. Three on the way. In and out. There's Zach Wolf with the basketball, and he may have gotten away with a travel right there. The refs did not call it. course, I have a more eagle's eye view than the refs do, so they may have honestly missed that one, and that's an honest mistake. We respect that. I thought I heard a whistle, and I think maybe a couple of the players maybe thought they heard a whistle too. Kind of a little hesitation there on play for a moment. Three-pointer up and in. Makes it 92-56 with 4:45 and counting to go. I've seen 100 points in this gym one time. It was about 3 years ago when the Grovers played Northern Cass. And all the Grover fans that I talk to say, don't remind me of that game. Jaguars would pick up a victory on that particular night. And once again, the Grover fans are like, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. Here's another three on the way. That one will drop in as well. 95-56. We saw one 100-point game this year. That was the Bismarck Demons over the Fargo North Spartans. I almost said Fargo South, but it was Fargo North. They defeated them 107 to, I forgot the final score. But it was 107 to something. And there's two more from Walsh on the lay-in. And a whistle came before that pass, and that will stop the clock on a substitution timeout here with 3:47 to go.
Officials timeout for substitution.
Looks like we'll have a little bit of time to take a short break here, so we'll do just that. Be back in a moment.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sport.
And you know what? We'll just come out of that break right now. We didn't have as much time as we thought we did, so. Zach Wolf for 3. A little bit off the mark there. Rebound comes down to Braden Rath. Works it down low, missed it. Josiah Dietz will come up with a loose ball rebound, and see if I can familiarize myself with the new name. It's Trevon Rodriguez, number 30 for the Grovers. His older brother, I believe, graduated last year from Oak Grove. Matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it looks like Trevon may have gained about maybe 6-7 inches in height from last year. He was a little guy playing out there, and he was a very good basketball player for a little guy. There's no doubt about it. He's definitely grown this year. There's no doubt about it. So Rodriguez, once again, with the basketball. He'll put up a 3, and that one a little bit strong off the back iron. Rebound comes down to Ekpo and quickly down the other end, and that one's swatted out of bounds by Rodriguez. I'm not sure if they were going to attempt for an alley-oop there or not, but it looked nice had it not been for Rodriguez interfering on that one. And 2:27 and counting, once again running clock. Baseline inbounds pass here for the Mustangs. That's Giddens with the basketball, working his way towards the hoop, picks up his dribble. Top of the key 3, 19-9, a little bit short. More like 19-8 on that one. And rebound is pulled down there by the Grovers. Rodriguez will advance the ball up quickly there and into the corner. Wolf for 3. Nope, that's off the mark. Ball's tipped around. That's Ethan Kessler, number 44 for the Grovers with the basketball. He'll work it inside. Back to Rodriguez now, the minute 50 to go. And that one is on the way and in. Nice shot there for Josiah Dietz. 99-59. And see if the Mustangs can break the century mark or not. Baseline jumper on the way, off the front of the rim, won't go. Rodriguez quickly up the court. And that one will not go. And a battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Oak Grove. Minute 20 and counting to go. So that'll be the 8th team foul now on the Mustangs. Now put Josiah Dietz at the free throw line. 1-1, so he had to make one to get one. He made it, and he'll get one more. 99-60. And that one will miss off the mark. And can't get it up there. Got his own rebound. Fouls it up, puts it in. And the Mustangs break 100 with 101 on the bucket there by, that is Brandon Rath, I believe was the... And it was. Now they look out on the court. Rodriguez had his shot blocked. And now loose ball down here, and that'll go out of bounds. Should stay with the Mustangs, I do believe. 29 seconds to go. I think I overheard the Mustang coach saying no shot. And if that's the case, looks like they will indeed just pass it around and work the final 15 seconds of this one off the clock here. And 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that will be your final score. Sunrise Mountain defeats the Grovers on their home court by the final score of 101-60. Don't forget, Sunrise fans, and if any of the St. Peter fans are still watching, we'll have your game between the Mustangs and the Saints tomorrow at 2 p.m. live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and we'll be right back tomorrow. And then we'll also have the St. Peter game on Monday against, I believe it's Hawley that they play on Monday. And once again, we do have some winter storm weather in the area. I'm not too concerned about it at the moment, but if the games do get rescheduled as a result of that storm, we'll do our best to make sure that we do have the games available for you. We do have a commitment with Fargo Davies, so if any of that rescheduling conflicts with the Fargo Davies game, unfortunately, we will have to commit to that Fargo Davies game. But we will do everything we can to make sure that we get these games, as many of them as possible, on the air for you fans down in Arizona. Thanks so much for watching. For the ones in I always forget, St. Peter, thank you for watching. And for the local fans out of Hawley, Minnesota, just about 40 or so miles from Fargo, and then for the local Grover fans who watch, and even the Grover fans who are not local who watch tonight, we certainly appreciate that. We appreciate every single one of you that tuned in tonight, every one of you that texted us and said hi. We certainly appreciate that as well. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, don't forget, this game will be available within about 15-20 minutes after we bring our broadcast to a conclusion for an on-demand replay. So if you have any family or friends that were not able to watch the game live, you can send them to our website, msportsnet.com. It's at the top right of your screen there. Under the Games button, click on Games on Demand, and then it'll take you to that page, and just find this game, and to the right it'll say Watch. Click on Watch, and you can watch the game again, or have your friends watch the game if they missed it. So 101-60, your final score. Thanks so much for watching. The preceding has been a production of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And as I mentioned, be sure to check out Games on Demand under the Games button on our website at msportsnet.com. We'll talk to you tomorrow at 2 p.m. for tip-off. We'll be on the air at about 1:45-ish, and we'll talk to you then. Have a great night, and stay warm if you're up here in North Dakota, and stay cool, I guess, if you're down in Arizona. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Have a great night.